Good morning, everybody. I hope you're all having a wonderful week. It's wonderful to be able to check in with you again this week. I wanted to give you a few thoughts about what we're looking at this Sunday. We're continuing in our study of Genesis. This will be week 3, and we're going to be in chapter 4. This is going to be the story of Cain and Abel. And so there's a lot of interesting pieces in here, but our focus is going to be again on this thought that in the midst of this space where sin can enter our world, where sin enters our lives, God is present with us, and He's trying to get our attention to make a choice other than the one that we might be thinking about. And He does this in Genesis 4 with Cain, as he tries to say, hey, you've got to master these thoughts as Cain is angry with Abel. And we'll get more into that on Sunday. But James says the same thing when he says in James chapter 1, verse 15, the desire of the heart, leads to sin. And when sin has conceived and is full grown, sin leads to death. And we see that here in Genesis chapter 4. Cain becomes something that he's not designed to be. And so the same is true in our lives. And I wonder if so many times when we make poor choices, which are likely sins, because poor choices usually impact other people in a negative way, I wonder, as if we're getting ready to do those, if we notice that there's this thought, and I wonder if these thoughts are God trying to get our attention and say, hey, you should really conquer these thoughts and come back to the place that I created for you. I think God still talks with us in this way, just like He did with Cain way back in Genesis chapter 4. So I hope you'll be able to join with us as we continue in this story of Genesis. There's a lot going on here and a lot of interesting things, and I find this chapter and these early chapters of this whole Bible just full of the presence of God. Really cool stories, but full of the presence of the faithfulness of God, which is the focal point of these early chapters. So I hope you can join us. We meet on Sundays at 9:30. We would love to have you join us in person. But if you're not able to, you can find us anytime online on Facebook or at our website at olivemc.org. Have a wonderful week, everybody.